Sometimes it's hard to really know where you stand with someone. Like, they might say they love you, but words can be cheap, right? What really matters is how they act. If you've ever found yourself wondering whether a woman truly loves you or if there's something else behind her affection, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to break down 7 signs that show a woman genuinely cares about you. These are the subtle and not so subtle things she does when she's truly invested in you and the relationship, not just in it for the ride or her own reasons. So if you've ever second-guessed your partner's feelings or just want to be sure she's really in it with you, then stick around, because I've got some real eye-openers coming your way. Also, if this is your first time hanging out with me here on the channel, welcome. It's great to have you. On this channel, I dive into topics around relationships, love, and emotional intelligence, so if that's your vibe, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell icon so you never miss an upload, and smash that like button to help this video reach more amazing people like you. Alright, now that we've got that sorted, let's dive into the 7 things women do when they truly love you. This is your ultimate relationship truth check. Let's get started. Number 1. She tries to be seen by your friends and family. Listen, let me tell you something that a lot of people ignore, but it's a major red flag in dating. If you're seeing someone who's always dodging plans, doesn't want to come to your place, avoids your friends like the plague, and wants to keep the whole relationship on the low, run. Seriously. That's not mysterious, that's shady. I remember this one time a guy had the audacity to ask me to be his secret friend. I looked him dead in the eye and said, I'm nobody's secret. If you can't be proud of me in public, then I don't want anything to do with you. Of course, he took offense. But guess what? I later found out he was married. Yeah. Married. And there I was, thinking this was just a bad communicator. Nope. Full-on double life. And that taught me something really important. When someone truly loves you, a man or woman, they let you in. They introduce you to their world. You meet their friends, their family, and the people that actually matter in their life. That's what love looks like. That's what openness looks like. So if you're with someone who's keeping you in the shadows, who won't let you in, please understand, that's not love. That's a red flag. Don't ignore it. Protect your peace and your heart. Number 2. She's ready for many sacrifices to ensure your happiness. Love, at its core, is about compromise. It's about 2 people meeting halfway, not always perfectly, but willingly. So when you meet someone who just won't budge, who refuses to give even a little to make things work, that's a red flag. If you're always the one adjusting, always the one sacrificing, while they sit back and expect the world to revolve around them, then ask yourself, is this really love? Because someone who genuinely loves you won't make everything about themselves. Let's be honest, relationships are hard work. And if it's always got to be her way to keep the peace, then you're not in a partnership. You're in a performance. When a woman truly loves you, she wants to make the relationship work. She'll put in the effort. She'll make sacrifices, not because she's forced to, but because she cares. Of course, everyone has boundaries and deal breakers. There are things people just won't compromise on, and that's okay. For example, if you're into something she's completely uncomfortable with, she has every right to say no. That's fair. But I'm not talking about those big value-based issues. I'm talking about everyday decisions, little gestures, emotional support, the things that build a life together. If she loves you, she'll be open to conversation. She'll meet you halfway. She'll think about your happiness too, not just her own. And if she's not doing that, then maybe, just maybe, she's not the one for you. Number 3, she cares about your loved ones. One of the clearest signs that a woman truly loves you is how much she cares about the people you care about. I'm not talking about someone who just says, I love you, or shows up when it's convenient. I'm talking about the kind of woman who, when she hears that your mom is sick or your brother is going through something, she feels it. She asks. She checks in. Not because she has to, but because your pain matters to her. Now compare that to a woman who couldn't care less. You could tell her your dad is in the hospital, and it wouldn't even register. She wouldn't ask how he's doing, not today, not tomorrow, maybe not ever. That kind of disconnection says a lot. It tells you this is someone who's in it for herself, someone who sees you but not the world that comes with you. Look, I'm not saying your partner has to be all up in your family's business. But if she truly loves you, she'll naturally care about what affects you. Your people will matter to her, not because she's trying to impress anyone, but because your emotional world becomes part of hers. So if you're with someone who makes zero effort to understand or connect with the people you love, just know that it might always be that way, her first, her family, her priorities. And your people somewhere in the background. In a real relationship, it's not just about being there for the fun stuff. It's about being emotionally invested in each other's lives, including the people who shape those lives. Number 4, she accepts the rhythm of your life. At the end of the day, we all have our own natural flow. Like, there's a rhythm to each of our lives. Maybe you're the type who loves waking up at 6 a.m. and hitting the gym before work. Maybe she prefers to sleep in a bit and ease into her morning. And that's okay. What I'm really trying to say is, when you start getting serious with someone, you naturally begin to find a rhythm together. You start syncing up in ways that help both of you thrive. Like, let's say you're the early gym goer. She might say, "Hey babe, I'll meet you at the gym so we can get a little workout in before the day starts." Or maybe you live together, and your sleep schedules are different, you're the early sleeper, and she's up late. That's when compromise kicks in. Maybe he says, "All right, I'll shift my bedtime earlier so we can wind down together." It's not about forcing each other to change, it's about wanting to move in harmony, out of care and love. That's when you know someone's truly invested in you. They're not just fitting into your life, they're also making space for you in theirs. And when both people are doing that, that's when the connection starts to feel real. That's when the rhythm starts to flow naturally. Number 5, she is proud of your accomplishments. There are a lot of people out there who won't really care about where you came from or what you've been through. Maybe she met you when you were already successful, or maybe she found you when you were still struggling, trying to figure things out. But here's the thing, when a woman truly loves you, really loves you, it doesn't matter where you started. She becomes your biggest cheerleader. She's in your corner, supporting you through the wins and the losses. She'll argue with anyone who tries to belittle you, and she'll proudly talk about your progress like it's her own. She believes in you even on the days when you doubt yourself. She doesn't just watch you grow, she pushes you to grow. She makes you feel like you're the best thing that ever happened to her. And honestly, that kind of woman, that kind of love, it's rare. So if you find someone who encourages you, supports your goals, and stands by you through the grind, that's the one to keep. That's real. That's the kind of partner who'll ride with you through anything life throws your way. Number 6, she fights for you as a couple. When a woman truly loves you, she doesn't just talk about being a team, she lives it. You'll see it in the little things. She starts thinking not just about what she wants, but what works for both of you. She's not giving up who she is, far from it, but she adjusts, she collaborates, and she considers how every decision, plan, or goal can benefit the relationship as a whole. Instead of planning solo events or personal adventures all the time, she starts leaning toward shared experiences, weekend getaways, classes you both might enjoy, double dates, or activities that bring you closer. And what's beautiful is, as a man, you start doing the same. That's when real growth happens. You evolve together, your bond deepens, and your love stops being just a feeling, it becomes a lifestyle. This isn't about losing individuality. It's about creating harmony, where both partners feel seen, heard, and supported. Number 7, she listens to you with attention. You know, one thing that really stands out is when a woman truly pays attention. Now let's be honest, many of us ladies love to talk, guilty. Sometimes more than we listen. But when a woman genuinely loves someone, she listens deeply. She catches the little things you say, not just to remember them, but to show she cares. Whether it's trying to be a better partner or simply showing that your worries, your dreams, and your struggles matter to her, she's tuned in. That kind of attention? It's rare. So if you've got someone who's attentive to your needs, who remembers the small stuff, who truly listens when you speak, you might just be holding on to someone really special. And hey, if your woman does these 7 things I'm about to share, she's not just in love, she's a keeper. So maybe it's time to level up that relationship. Today's talk was short and sweet, but I hope it gave you something to think about. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss a post. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios!